Communications Manager.
Hello and welcome everybody to today's webinar. Is it time to trade in my RealCare Baby? We decided to do a webinar on this topic because coming into the fall, we tend to get a lot of questions in our product support area from teachers around if their babies are out of date. Trying to understand if they have an older version of Baby, or do they have the latest version of Baby? Or maybe you even inherited babies when you started your role, and you're just not sure what they are or what parts and pieces you need. So we really wanted to jump into a fun webinar to help you identify those babies and then to learn a little bit about our trade-in program. So what we're going to cover over the next about 20 minutes is what the actual trade-in program is. We're going to teach you a little bit about what we offer you if you do have those older versions of Baby to upgrade to the latest technology. We're going to take a look inside the technology that is in RealCare Baby so you can see the importance of having the latest technology to really have a great experience both for you as the educator and for students as well. We're going to look at a couple ways you can identify which baby you have, and then show you the features of RealCare Baby 3, which is our latest version. We do have a current trade-in promotion going on called the Triple Trade, so we'll go over the details of the Triple Trade, and then finally end with our RealCare Program Health Assessment, which is a tool that we house on our own website for you to really determine what you have and then put in a request for a account manager to connect with you on what products you have with us. So first of all, what is this trade-in program? The trade-in program is something that we offer all year round to any customer who has RealCare Baby. We take older versions of Baby, even if they're original versions. It does not matter if they're broken, if they have parts or pieces missing, or even if there are competitors' versions. What we want to do is have you send those to us so that we can actually recycle the vinyl, and then we will give you credit towards one of our new simulators. So trading in those older versions or broken versions, you do get credit for some of our newer simulators. So you might be wondering why we even do this. The big reason we do this is that technology gets outdated and we want to always have the best technology in our educator's hand. So here's a picture of what the inside of Baby looks like. It's actually a computer inside with the baby wrapped around it. So if you think about technology that you have, like your cell phone, after about 3, 4, 5 years, that technology is old and outdated, and you end up upgrading to a new cell phone. That's really what RealCare Baby is all about too, that computer inside. So what this computer does inside is it helps make the simulation experience as realistic as possible. You can see that in the head and neck, those actually have to be supported. If they're not supported or if shaken baby occurs, those sensors in that neck will actually be able to record if that's happening. Inside baby's mouth, there is a sensor, so it knows if you're physically putting the bottle to its mouth. Inside the diaper, there are different sensors in a green patch versus a yellow patch, so it actually knows if the student physically changed the diaper. There is IDs that are programmed specifically to that baby. This is our accountability factor. So each ID that's programmed to that baby, it knows if it's with the correct student. So the student can't just pass it off to somebody else to take care of. With this latest version with the computer inside, it actually requires the 24/7 care, but it records what's happening. And this is now wireless technology. So the teacher can program with the software from their desk and send it out to the babies. And then when it returns, that computer actually downloads right back onto the computer as well. And so it is the most realistic version that we have, and we just want to have educators with the best technology they can possibly have and the most realistic experience for those students. So what baby do I have? So we're just going to go over a few ways you can determine which version you have. So if you look at this picture and any of them look pretty familiar to you, chances are these are probably out of date babies. You can see the middle picture is a baby that actually has hair. This is one of the original versions, and we do not offer any babies that have hair anymore. So you know that is out to date. If you have a baby that has plastic keys with it or boxes that actually come out of the back of it, those are outdated. If you look at baby and it's wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper and not the full colored bodysuit, that would be an indication that it's outdated as well. So visually, you might be able to see right away that you definitely have an outdated baby. Another great identifier is to look at the back of your baby. We no longer support versions that came out several years ago, and so you'll see that these are discontinued. The first ones, we're just going to start in the bottom, that came out in the late 90s, around 96, 98. These actually have a box in the back that physically come out. They require batteries in them. And the box you can see has a string on it as well. So those are discontinued and no longer supported. The original RealCare Baby came out about 1999. This also used batteries and would be programmed with a handheld device. So this version is outdated, and it may not even have any lettering on the back at all either. And in the early 2000s, RealCare Baby 2 came out. This version did still use batteries as well. You'd be able to see there would be white writing on the top of the back that says RealCare Baby 2 with the Roman numeral number 2 on it. This is a very outdated version of Baby. It still uses C batteries, so that is discontinued. And then about 2006 is when RealCare Baby 2 Plus was released. Oh, this baby is the wireless programming, and it uses a rechargeable battery pack. So it did have some of the newer technology, but as you can see, it came out in 2006. So these are no longer supported unless you're still under warranty with that baby. So the latest version is RealCare Baby 3. How you would identify if it's RealCare Baby 3 is you can just see the back. It has the name RealCare Baby 3 right across the top. This is the most current version. It uses the rechargeable batteries. It has the wireless programming and reporting along with it. And finally, a version to see if you're using the correct programming materials is to look at what parts and pieces actually came with it. If you have a handheld control unit, it would be in either a blue or an orange. It has buttons on it that you actually hold up to each of the babies. You program one baby at a time. These are discontinued, so that technology is old in those babies. What you want to have in your program is the control center software. You may have a disk that you see on there to download the software, or now it's actually even available online for you to download for free. With this software, you can program up to 100 babies at once, up to 7 days in advance. And the way the software works is you either plug into your computer an X stick, which is a green USB drive, it looks like, or a communication pod, which is a blue round pod. Those plug into your computer and you use your software, and then it communicates with the baby from there. So this is the programming materials that is most current and makes the teacher's job the easiest. So this is the materials you're going to want with your program. So we get the question, does baby come with warranty? All of our babies do come with a warranty. The most current version comes with either an optional 5-year or 2-year warranty. You would find out what the warranty is on your baby based on the ship date, and this would be found on your invoice. You can always call our account services team here at RealityWorks to find out if your baby's still under warranty. But most likely, if it is not a RealCare Baby 3, the warranty is up. Possibly if you have RealCare Baby 2 Plus, you may have some warranty left on it, but you can call us here to find out if that is still available on your simulators. So if you do not have RealCare Baby 3, I just wanted to go over if you did trade in, what you would be getting, which is the latest version of baby known as RealCare Baby 3. This baby came out in about 2012, so we have had it for a few years, so you may be familiar with this, but if you're not, I really wanted to hit on what those features are. So we changed the student experience when we came out with this baby. First of all, baby now has temperature sensing. So inside baby, there is a temperature gauge. So what it can report is if baby was left out for long periods of time in the hot or in the cold. You know, we see a lot of stories on the news about infants being left in hot cars all day. This is going to be able to record if something like that happened to the simulator. It also comes with a new curriculum lesson specifically on temperature with babies. So this is a great new feature to make it a little bit more realistic. We also have clothing detection within each of the clothing materials that come with baby. So this really gives them that practical experience of dressing an infant each day, also with those environmental conditions like we talked about with the temperature sensing. What you'll be able to do is compare the temperature of baby versus what it was wearing. So you can hit on lessons if they only had it in a sleeper and it was really cold. You know, you can talk about how that would affect baby as well. And RealCare Baby 3 comes with car seat detection. This is a disc that is put in the back of your car seats, either the RealityWorks versions or a version you're using. And what this does is it's to help students understand what flathead syndrome is. In recent years, we've learned that there's been a dramatic increase in flathead syndrome due to infants being left in car seats or swings for really long periods of time. So there's a lesson that comes with this to talk about the importance of tummy time and interactions with your baby. And then you can also monitor how long they left a baby in that position. So what RealCare Baby actually includes, and you can see on here it has a two-piece outfit on. This one's wearing blue. Inside that two-piece outfit is going to be the sensors to know if it's wearing that outfit. It comes with a sleeper and a bodysuit, which both have sensors in it as well. Each baby comes with 2 diapers. They're color-coded. One is a green patch, one is a yellow patch. This is how the simulator knows if it's physically been changed. It comes with a bottle with a sensor in it, an ID with wristbands, a single charger as baby. The current version is a rechargeable version, and then either a 2 or a 5-year warranty comes with baby as well. And then to manage your program, you're going to want that control center software and an X-stick communication device, which is that green USB that we had talked about. And then you do get access to the curriculum with RealCare Baby. And then RealCare Baby 3 now has 2 pages of reporting on it. So the first page is the same as RealCare Baby 2 Plus if you're familiar with it. Some highlights I can tell you about is that again, Control Center software is that wireless programming and reporting. So as soon as baby comes back into the classroom, if the software is up, it automatically downloads that report to your software. And so you can just pull it up on your computer. This is different than those handheld control units where you would have to go baby to pull off the program. So that first page of the report will go over the start time and stop time that a student had baby. It goes into the full simulation experience, so how many times they had to either rock, diaper, burp, or feed baby, and how many of the times they actually did that. So then the student gets a percentage based on the proper care. They also get deductions based on mishandling. RealCare Baby 3 can record shaken baby, head support, wrong position, rough handling. So they get percentage points off if they do any of those. And then the report even breaks down to the date and time that they either neglected it by missing a care event or they mishandled the baby. So you can really show them what the experience was like. And now the second page of the report, which is the new feature with RealCare Baby 3, is showing that clothing and temperature detection and also how long it was in the car seat. So this part of the report you can see in that green area, which is going to be the safer area for baby, that this baby stayed in a good temperature environment the whole time. The next chart down shows which outfits it was actually wearing the entire time. And then finally at the bottom, it goes over the comparison of day 1, day 2, and day 3 with those as well. So RealCare Baby 3 does come with a set of 4 different curricula that you can download online. And so you can decide which one of these you would use, if you would use parts and pieces of it, or if you'd use a full curriculum. First of all, basic infant care. This is our lessons that are really geared towards those childcare career skills. So it goes over all of the basic infant care skills that are needed. RealCare Baby is used heavily throughout the entire curriculum as you go over things like changing diapers and feeding and so on. Healthy Choices is also uh, sent with RealCare Baby 3. This one is on relationships, sexuality, and family planning. Then we have a curriculum on parenting. So it's a guide to parenting skills for the life, talking about different parenting styles. And then the last one is life skills for healthy choices for middle school students. So this one is more geared towards middle school, similar to the other Healthy Choices version, but has some more not quite as advanced topics in it. So finally, what is our current trade-in offer that we are going with? So if you do have any of those older versions of Baby that we talked about earlier, you can trade in your baby for credit for the RealCare Baby 3 that we talked about. And we always offer a $50 trade-in year-round. But this fall, we wanted to offer a little more to really get educators to start using this latest version. So if you trade in 1 to 3 simulators, you would get $75 in trade-in credit for each of the new simulators purchased. So if you trade in 2, you get 75 for each of those. So not 150 for one, but 75 per simulator. If you trade in 4 to 8, we are doing a $100 trade-in credit, so that is actually double what we typically offer. And if you trade in 9 or more, you get that 150, that triple trade of credit towards each of the new simulators purchased. Now, this is an offer we started in October. It goes through the end of the year. Our account managers would be happy to look at programs that you have based on your account and get you this latest offer that we have for trade-in credit. I can give you information on that at the end of this webinar. And then finally, if you're still a little unsure on which RealCare Baby models that you have, you can go out to our website, realityworks.com /health assessment. And what we have right on our website is you put in your information and then it goes through some different screenshots. So you can really identify which babies you have, which program materials you have, which additional simulators maybe you'd be interested in that you don't have. And at the end, it gives you a report if it is time for you to trade in your babies. And then you can get right in contact with the account manager that is in your area for this program. So that is available on our website all the time. So feel free to go out there and fill out this health assessment. And at this time, I wanted to just open it up to any questions that any of our participants may have.
Okay, so it looks like our first question is, can the instructor download all 4 curriculums?
Yes, they can. So you get access to each of the four with the purchase of RealCare Baby 3.
And another question is, do I need 1 exit per baby?
You do not. One X-Stick can program up to 100 babies. And so you would only need 1 per program.
And then do we have to pay for the shipping to get the babies there?
The shipping is on you trading in baby, but as soon as we physically get baby back here, you will then get a $50 credit emailed to you that you can use for additional accessories and parts and pieces. So that's how we want to help you cover the shipping for those babies. And I encourage you to talk to your account manager as well about that trade-in credit. All right. Well, if we do not have any further questions today, I welcome you to visit our website or call our account services team with any additional questions that you have in regards to the trade-in program. And then following this, we will send you a recording of the webinar and a link to that health assessment. So I thank all of you for being part of our webinar today, and have a great day. Thank you.